Disclaimer: fair use, education purpose use only. All rights, image, music clips, and other material belong to their prospective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Everybody just getting in here, like, share, and subscribe right now. This what these people don't want y'all to see. The footage and what they self-snitching on. Everybody should know. If you've been following Trey Gang, you know what time this is. You know what time this is. For the people that don't know what's going on, you would swear it'd be at 127. But when you knock 2 hours off, just 2 hours off the footage, what time this would be? Once you knock 2 hours off, you see who in the lobby, right? So when it come to this 911 call,
Her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3 something in the morning. I was letting the.
Did you just hear that? 3 something in the morning. Every time Mitch Teresa mentioning that timestamp, not 2 hours off of it. Boy, this game is cold. Just not 2 hours off of it. Cause guess what? Cause you know what I just showed y'all this? That's the trans, right? In the lobby. And that's when they say this when Kenneka supposed been showing up. If you want to know the truth, not 2 hours off this footage, not 2 hours out when Miss Teresa said this.
I just had breast surgery. I fought deep breast cancer, so I'm, sedated off medication early, and they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for. Once they brought me my car, I came out.
So if you want to expose the Kenneka Jenkins case, Trey Gang got Zaria name out there. She the one that played Kenneka on the footage. That would explain why it would be a pocket ticket in Kenneka car. Well, not Kenneka car, but Miss Teresa car on the 6th. On the 6th? Right? Hold up. Live cam. How many people in her, y'all? 57? Let's at least get to 50 likes. I just want to see how many people in here that's uneducated about the Kenneka Jenkins case and they want to know the truth. Unless some of these suckers trolls. Let's start it off like this here. Because when you listen to her narrative, you know she gonna be like, yeah, this and that, wah wah, whoop de doo. Not 2 hours off what she basically saying. All that stuff what she was saying, Irene, you a fake ass friend and all of this, oh blah 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 blah. Yeah, we heard that. But we just focus on 2 hours off the footage and we'll understand why you saying what you saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's keep it real. Hold up. If you match Miss Teresa 911 call, that's a 911 call, not 2 hours off. We know what she said. All the narrative, blah, 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 blah. But she said something important. It's damn near 3 o'clock. 2 hours later, Kenneka missing. They go back to 1 o'clock, right? They go back to 1 o'clock, and guess who 1 o'clock gonna be tied into? Zaria, the best friend that would dip off with Kenneka's phone and communicating with the sister while Irene got Monifa's phone going live on her account. Do it make sense now? Do that make sense now, right? Then you will understand why they didn't want to show cameras on the 9th floor at the elevators, like you see on the lower level. You know how like how y'all see on the lower level? Hold on, let me see. Like right here. This gonna be the same setup. If you had the camera, if they would have gave you footage on the camera on the 9th floor, you would be seeing this footage. How she was. You said her friends came and laid her right there and the guys grabbed her in the elevator. You would see this on the 9th floor there. Yeah. Do they hit different? So the whole time when Andrew Holmes said, yeah, we follow her every movement. We got her movement from the 9th floor. The 9th floor. So if you look at it like this here, it's footage of Kenneka would be coming out of room 926, and guess where she would be coming from? This direction. Out the room and getting on the elevators right here, and it's visible on the cameras. It's the same setup, it's the same layout. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know if you working in like a hotel or some kind of business, or you know what I'm saying, you know how the camera set up, it's gonna be the same thing. So now look, since we know they said Kenneka would be getting off on the elevators at one some, do this make sense?
Yeah, that's what I already. Because you want the Monifa stats? Y'all got me fucked up. First of all, Tiara time asked them, if it wasn't for me, Kenneka be here. It won't be here. She'll still be here, bitch. If it wasn't for Monifa, she'll still be here. Cause if all my friends, 10 toes, if any of them drunk, I'm dropping them off. Right then and there, I'm not waiting. Fuck you talking about. Then, on top of that, I'm not leaving my friend unattended drunk. No way, no how, no form of fashion.
So now you know everything what she just saying is just all cap about Monifa. Monifa was never the best friend. It was a czar. So they use Monifa, say you the best friend, and we're gonna promote this best friend with you, Monifa, and throw all the dirt on you. You don't got to be scared of what the public think about you. Let them hate you and do all of this to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100, right? So if you cancel all of that shit about Monifa, the best friend, and left her in the hallway, think about Azari. Cause that's the true person that will set her up in the hallway. And Miss Teresa, and then look, and Miss Teresa gonna have to protect Azaria because of their pocket ticket on the 6th. Gotta peep the game on this one. Gotta peep the game on this. Bye, y'all. Shout out to the Cash Out game. Appreciate that leading up. You know what I'm saying? So, once you understand the game, you got these young ass girls on here had us confused. Monifa the best friend. But guess who was the best friend the whole time? This what Miss Teresa wanted. Cause we know the truth now of the best friend, right? So guess how this shit don't age well. This just to show you what they was paid to do. Tell us this to get the best friend out of it.
No way, no how, no form of fashion. Fuck you talking about, and then you on this bitch cloud chasing Monifa. Stay talking about some they saying your name. Bitch, they ain't saying your name, they saying my name. My name being dragged in the dirt. I'm the motherfucker in the middle of this shit because of you. Fuck you talking about, bitch. You on here steady clout chasing. Ain't shit wrong with you, bitch. You want the clout. That's what you want. That's what you looking for. The clout. Ain't shit happened to you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Your name ain't been dragged in the dirt. None of that. It's me. Bitch, steady on here talking to me. If it wasn't for me, Kenneka still be here. Bitch, you left her drunk in the hallway by herself unattended, a fake ass friend. That's what you did. You left her unattended, and remind you told me out your own mouth, Monifa. Yeah, Kenneka gone. Where she go? I tell your ass, go look for her. How did you look?
That's how Kenneka would be gone so fast, and she with her best friend, like what Miss Teresa said on the 911 call. Watch this.
911, where's the address you remembered?
Now, we know this, she supposed to be going out with her best friend to the movies. And guess what Miss Teresa finna say in the 911 call?
Please.
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends.
A gathering with her friends. Notice she never said the reason why she would be meeting up at the hotel with a gathering of friends, because she supposed to be celebrating a new job. Celebrating a new job. She ain't mentioned this in that 911 call, right? Yep. Better not mention that. So we know who the real best friend is. Look how Miss Teresa went all the way out with the best friend. Did Miss Teresa, when Zaria died, did Miss Teresa was about to break down talking about it? Zaria had to end the line, but never did the same thing with Kenneka Jenkins? Man. Real talk. This is real. This shit is real, gang. Listen to the 911 call. Cause keep this in mind. The best friend, like what she said, Irene, you a fake ass friend. You left her in the hallway. This how you see the setup. The best friend was communicating people in the room and got her out the room and made Monifa bring her out the room, and Monifa then went back in the room while the best friend had Kenneka going downstairs with who? Let's let her tell it.
And now her friends, they said that they left her on the front of the hotel and she's not able to be found now.
In front of the hotel, who will be a witness? Who will be a witness? Now this finna hit different because the hour out. This what they tricked us on right here. You will be looking at, well, this at 127. I'm gonna go with what the police put out. This at 127. Nah, this ain't 127. This would be at 11:27. Cause guess what you finna hear on the 911 call?
She's 19 years old.
And you said that this, and you said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes. Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that
4 o'clock in the morning is 2 in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning is 2 in the morning. Guess what you're gonna see at 4 o'clock in the morning? They said Tucson. Can we go to the footage? What? Can they run the footage back? This at Tucson. Look how this finna hit different. See that? This is exactly 2 o'clock. Court paper said Miss Reese will be calling at 2:30, asking, can you check the cameras too? So the 911 call that you heard, she telling y'all that, yeah, you know, when the friends were asking, can they check the camera? She didn't say on the 911 call, she was also calling up there at Tucson. Look what Tucson would show, 201, 202. See that? Look what you see, 206. Look how everybody playing it cool at Tucson. Bam, they got walkie-talkies already. We already see headlights in this area, right? We already see headlights in this area at Tucson. So Bree already left. Don't y'all know why it was a struggle with Bree with the keys? Bree might have the keys, but goddamn it, Zaria gonna be with Bree. Now look, this at Tucson. This at 2:30. Look at the footage at 2:27. Who you see on the footage, gang? Who you see on the footage? Employees, keep this in mind, staff members. And watch this.
they didn't have no cameras. But now I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was.
So if you see this at Tucson, let's put some receipts out there. Y'all know they took that picture at 9 something on September the 9th at 9 o'clock. Hold on. Hold on. And y'all know Kenneka watch in my last live, right? I don't got to pull up right now. But let me do it like this here. I show y'all the watch when they will be taking Kenneka watch at 9 o'clock. And guess what? When she was in the freezer and they took a picture of her in the watch said 3:15. So that means they took pictures of Kenneka body in the freezer at 3:15. When they were putting her in the freezer. Hold on. Look what would be going on at 2:30, 2:40, 2 o'clock. Look who you would see at Tucson. So that means Miss Teresa, the staff, they got everything to hide at Tucson. They said the camera won't work, and actually the camera is. Cause guess where everybody going? And coming. Right? This at Tucson. Now you see why they will be told Kenneka body around 3 o'clock. on the lower level. And that's why I went live and showed y'all. Look when Kenneka watch said 3:15 when she was in the freezer, laid on her back, her covering up her neck. That's a big receipt. This why Miss Teresa said this on the 911 call.
Busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. The Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
Okay,
so sorry.
And check this out. They done threw the time out so cold. If you watch that footage, you would be like, well, this at 5 o'clock. It wouldn't make, this why it would be a conspiracy theory. Because you looking at this at 5 o'clock and you like, well, wait a minute. If this was going on at 5 o'clock, why Miss Teresa on the call talking about bring me my car? And in the beginning, she was like, bring me my car. And she said she made it up there at 5:30, going on 6 o'clock. Right? But you got to look at it. Where was Azaria when they got Monifa? If you look at how the way Zaria played Monifa, this lets you know, Monifa, do your part. Boom. They went along with the plan. Shoes off. Look, they went along with the plan. Bam, everybody went along with the plan what Azari got going on with the hotel, bro. So now look, check this out. Everything in this 911 call when she said, yeah, they did see my daughter downstairs with a group of girls and a group of guys, and this when they supposed to left her in the lobby outside the hotel, right? Right? Look what the footage showed. This what they wanted you to believe? This at 4 some. But look what's going on at 2 some. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Hi y'all, appreciate the new subscriber gang. So let's go to the 911 call, and then we finna break it down on the actual footage, cause we know this is gonna be at 11 some. That's why she gonna say the girl that was at the reception with a translator trying to get reception on her phone. Watch how dumb Miss Teresa. Who y'all see that supposed to be in the lobby getting reception on her phone at what time? Not at 1 some. I know that much. If you knock 2 hours off, guess what will be going on at 11 some?
Group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
See this?
Yes, the Crown. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
See
the Crown
this?
Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at.
This just to show you that Miss Teresa already saw the footage, know what's on the footage, right? And know what time everything will place. So if you look at who we were thinking, why would she would be in the lobby and trying to get reception on her phone like Irene. Irene talking about, yeah, the Wi-Fi signal bad. But if you look what's going on the footage, you see why he in the footage. Why they showing up in the footage, coming from the back door, just to leave out the front door. Watch this. Look. You see how the doors open up? Nobody didn't come in, did it? Y'all think wait, the red box went out. Somebody came in. It's a reason why. Look what's going down at 11 somewhere. Miss Teresa said this. Yes, the lady her trying to get reception on the phone.
Okay, and,
sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you spoke? And you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in a parking lot right now.
Why she keep mentioning the front desk? Keep this in mind.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different new. I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen it. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen it because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I just seen it. She was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m.
Oh. Now, do y'all see the game? Check this out. Do you see what's going on at Tucson? You listen to the 911 call. Miss Teresa said this when Kenneka will be in the lobby. At this time, with a group of girls and a group of guys. Let's go to 1 some. At 11 some, right? Look what you finna get out at 11 some. What? So they said, yeah, Kenneka will be in this lobby showing up with who? If everybody coming from the movie theaters, and guess what time this would be? When you knock 2 hours off of it. So if you go to the movies, you know the movies ain't like a club. You know the last movie gonna be showing at 9, maybe 10. The movie gonna be over with around 12 or 1 in the morning. Simple as that. Right? So look, this finna expose Zari because this go all around. Zari said, we supposed to been going to the movie. We don't know how she showed up with you, Irene, and Irene coming from the movies with who? Guess where you gonna see Azari at? That's the cold part about it. Would you see Azaria on the footage? So the whole purpose of this live, right? The whole purpose of this live, Miss Teresa got exposed with Azaria, the 911 call. They logged in with the police, the federal. They even logged in, bro, with MTV. This Freemasonry and the Illuminati is real. It's real. It's real. So, if Miss Teresa said I last saw her at the house at 11:30, this a dead giveaway. Cause look what 11 showing. Allegedly. Right here. Look what 11 will be showing. And the lady on the 911 call saying this.
Well, hold on, this is not her 6th because this was on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
Okay, and well, you know what, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and can you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name.
That's why Miss Teresa said the room wasn't registering her name. Cause y'all remember when Trey Gang broke down the paperwork, guess where the credit card fraud come in at? Think about it, you got a dude out here, maybe he a pimp or something. You know what I'm saying? And he like, here go my credit card right here. Book the rooms, bitch. And they gonna book the rooms, right? Book the room with a card that he gave them. And once he come back to him, they got to say, look, say your credit card was stolen and these people booking rooms and we're gonna make it look like you a victim. And Miss Teresa going along because keep this in mind, she at the airport at this time. She at the airport at this time, right? Right? These people literally had us thinking with the time off. This just to show you Miss Teresa, she been saw the footage, bro. She been saw the footage. Make it so bad. Look who this is. The lady been saw the footage and she know what actually time was going on. Watch this. If you really think I'm joking, do you see her? Ain't she dressed like the trans lady in the lobby? Look. If you go to Liv Nora on the footage, ain't Liv Nora dressed the same way? Right? Look who would be in the lobby. Same. Look, you see they look identical. Right here. Same thing. Look.
She came with some friends here.
No, yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say, I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my...
I bet you Zara you could drive that car. Kenneka. Bruh, it's over with. It's over with. I just want to be able to play this whole 911 call and catch on. We heard this a million times. You heard what Miss Teresa said? She said the pocket ticket on the 6th. So where the pocket ticket come from? Now you got your answer. She gonna be with the best friend. Miss Teresa know what's up with the time stamp. Look what would be going on at 11 o'clock. Watch this. Miss Teresa said, I last saw her at 11 o'clock. Look what the footage showed at 11:13, 11:19. See that? That's why his name came up. That's why they had come. Bruh. Look what be going on at 11:26. This at 11:30. This at 11:30. Then look, it would make sense. Everybody would be coming from the movies. 11:49, 11:50. Who you got? Ain't Liv Nora dressed up just like the trans lady? Man, Miss Teresa got a daughter, Liv Nora, on the footage at 11 something. They claim they last saw the girl at the house at 11:30. And look where everybody else. They at the hotel. Their giveaway, bruh. Look, dressed up like the trans lady. Right here. Look what be going on. Bree dipping out. Boom. Liv Nora coming in. Friends Cave on the move. Fucking them coming in. Bam. Bree come back in. Look what's going on at 11, going on 12. So I want to hear shit about Miss Teresa talking about, yeah, I last saw her at 11. When they asked Miss Teresa, so when the last time you see my daughter? Well, you know, Kenneka left the house at 11:30. Why that time stamp so particular? Like, yeah. This at 12. Think about why Fresh K sent me the letter. And he had to go get sheets and blankets because of the weed smoke. Look who would be in the room. Leonora. Let's keep an eye on the translator. Right here. Boom. You don't see her no more. Cause look how everything going down. Bye, y'all. So now look, this will be at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, gang. Then you get the brother showing up. Now you got the brother on the footage showing up at 1:13. Listen to this.
Insurance will not pay for no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning.
3-something in the morning. If Miss Teresa admitted they called me at 3-something in the morning and she know 3-something is 1-something in the morning, that would be the same thing Kenneka said in the text messages at 1:20. Hold up. If this at 1:20, when the brother showing up at 1:20, go to Kenneka phone at 1:20. Boom, I'm ready to go. 30 minutes later, yeah, the D look little. So if Miss Teresa said she got the call at 1-something in the morning, look on Kenneka phone. Don't the time match up now? Do the time match up. If the time match up, get the lights up and we'll go to the next step. This exposed the Miss Teresa lie. Let's turn up right now. The lady said she got the call, and guess what? The lady said, when they called me, I told them to stay out here. What you mean stay out here? Let's see what will be going on at 1-something in the morning.
I was laying in bed. I just had
run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was...
Hi, y'all. Look, 3-something in the morning. That's the same thing that go back to Kenneka text 1-something in the morning. 3-something is 1-something in the morning. Watch this.
I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery. I fought breast cancer. So I'm, sedated off medication early. And they telling me she out here. So once I rejuvenated, to strengthen up myself enough to get up and drive out here to look for once they brought me my car, I came right out here. And I came to the hotel and I showed them a picture of her and I asked them if they see it. And there was a lady in the lobby and she heard me asking at the front desk and she said it was music. She did hear music. She called the one downstairs to report the room and come to find out it was the people next door. And when we knocked on the door, that person said that.
That lady said when we knocked on the door, watch this.
She did see my daughter downstairs with, it was like 4 of them, and it was 4 of them. And she said my daughter, she was with 3 of her friends, but her 3 friends said which then, you know, these kids won't tell the truth. They said that they went upstairs to get her cell phone. And when they went to get her cell phone, she was standing in the lobby, in the front lobby. And then when they came back down, she wasn't there anymore.
No, I completely.
Damn, my bad, gang. I was on mute. But y'all see what I'm saying? This at one song. So you mean to tell me Mitch Teresa telling you, yeah, I got the call at 3-something in the morning and they telling me to come out here in Kenneka, and once I rejuvenate and all this old stuff, we know 3-something is 1-something. Andrew Holmes said Kenneka will be in the lobby at 3:20. And she gonna be down there with a group of girls and a group of guys, and all this be going on at 1-something. All of this will be going on at 1-something, bro. So now look, ain't no way that Miss Teresa on a 911 call agreed with the footage. Well, I got the call at 3-something. Look what it looked like at 3-something if you go with her lies. It don't make sense. Well, if Kenneka was down here, then you got family members chasing her or looking for her while she missing. It would look like that. Damn, Kenneka missing out the elevator. Well, let's go high lurk and find her. Let's search the hotel then, y'all. But if you see the setup, look how everything evolving around 1-something. Andrew Holmes said she was in the lobby at 3:20. Time skip at 3:20. Everybody know why the time skip at 3:20, and guess you will see balls for meeting up with this person. Now look, this will be at 1-something. 3-something is 1-something. Look who you got, family members, friends at 1-something. Think about what Sergeant Rose, when Sergeant Rose said, yeah, she was left at on the 9th floor at 1:30. Meeting up with her friend. Look what this shit show. So if this at 1:56, look how everybody finna roll at 1:56, 1:52, 1:53. Ain't this when Kenneka phone said, look, Pete the gang, let's go to Kenneka phone. This at 1:20. This at 1:58. Guess what we just watched on the footage? This why you got edit videos. You see that? This at 1:30. This 10 minutes after they said I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. So let's get a clear understanding. Everything in the 911 call, it ain't even nothing confusing about it no more. We was confused about the 911 call because we were like, damn, it don't make sense. That lady got to be lying. That lady said this, that lady said that. Now you got your answer by going to the footage and one something. You'll see why Mitch Teresa said, yeah, I saw my daughter, they wouldn't have seen it. The shift done changed. They said they saw my daughter, that she kept calling my phone at 3 some. Talking about Kenneka missing. You see all the lies through the video. You see all the lies through the video, bruh. You see all the lies. 2 hours off the footage.
I understand.
East of Garba Entryway, Ohio registration.
The one issue we have, and it's not necessarily that it's an issue, but she is an adult. She is 19 years old, and I mean, as of right now,
she's 19 years old. That's my daughter. She's 19. Her name Kenneka Jenkins, Kenneka.
No, yes. No, I remember that. You told me that she was 19. But what I'm saying is that she, again, she's only been gone for a couple hours. She's, you know, I don't know, maybe she's, you know, she could be somewhere with one of her friends or.
That's why Monifa would get the bag. That's why Monifa got paid just to pose as the best friend on social media. They want to pay her for nothing else. Only thing she'll get the money on, just say you the best friend and take all the criticism when it comes to her. Cause it ain't like that she'll get prosecuted or something like that if she want to involve her the murder, but she involve her to set up right. You see what I'm saying? That's the game. That's the game, bruh. That's why they went in on Monifa like that. Cause if you look how when it comes to the Kenneka Jenkins, who we hated the most when it comes to the Kenneka Jenkins? Monifa. Monifa, rotten bitch, duck ass bitch, ain't got nothing going. She dusted, broke, she a bomb. That's what the focus they want us on. Cause that ain't the real tea. That ain't the real tea. We'll never get nowhere pointing fingers at Monifa. Never get nowhere. It just amazed me that we heard this 911 call, we saw the footage, we was in conspiracy mode. You can't be in conspiracy mode no more. Cause once you knock 2 hours off, you got the real tea. Listen to this shit. Dead giveaway.
Or something, because I mean, it is only a couple hours since you hadn't seen her, correct? Or since her friend supposedly hadn't seen her?
Correct. Let's say about 3 to 4 hours now. They said. They told me. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning when they called me.
Yeah.
They go back to Tucson. So
well,
4 o'clock
I guess
is Tucson.
the one, are you looking to file a missing persons report then, or are you just?
So that means now you go to the court paper. Now you see why Mr. Reese was calling the hotel at 2:30 in the morning. In the morning.
Or what you? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry, sir, but I just want to know, is it possible that maybe they can look at the cameras and see, it's because they send the police out here and ask them to look at the cameras and see if they've seen her on their cameras around that time?
I was about to say,
all I'ma say, Lou was on the footage. You got staff members, undercover police officers, celebrities, and it's all going down on the footage right now. Bruh, look at these people. Look who out. Boy, ain't this some shit? Oh, that go look who this was, just came in. That's a police officer. Guess who this is? Nicholas Panowski. Nicholas Panowski, the police officer that's related to Lenny Panowski. Lenny Panowski. That's why they said, you'll never get nothing out of this footage. Shit. Why do you think they will be coming in the hotel pointing? Yeah, let's go over here. You know, they got cheese and burgers and chili dogs over here. Ain't nobody, look, you see they going all the way out to point like they average in this motherfucker. Hold on. You got a police officer in here with another police officer in here, and guess who these bastards is? These three bitches in the lobby. Why would they be coming and just hang out in the lobby? Who would do that at the hotel, bro? Just hang out like this. And guess what time this is? Time is valuable. This at 11:51. This at 11:51. Guess what time they would see Kenneka in the lobby? That a lady trying to get reception on her phone. And this reason why Miss Teresa kept meeting up with this translator, talking to her. Look. This how much power these people got. If this at 11 some, I'm just dying to see what's finna happen at 1 some. At 1 some. If y'all want to see what's finna go on at 1 some, look at the behavior. Look, you see how they dipping out now? They got their phone, they dipping out. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. And it's funny that everybody on their phones at a time like this, even the guests in that motherfucker, you think that's a guest. Look, this at 11:54, right? 11:54. You got Bree at the bottom. Hold up, the translator in the lobby. 11:54. Prince Cave on the move. Then he say he finna go to the whole to the room round 12. And Kenneka supposed to be in the room around 12, passed out, with all her clothes on, everybody in the bathroom. And then look what be going on. And you got the Sousa sneaking in. Then they put a filter on this. This ain't even pink. This purple. They put a filter on this footage, bruh. This is a purple flag. Anything you see that's pink is purple. Look, who Little Nora be sneaking in with? Why you think he got this hoodie on? And look who this is. Look who this is. Right here. That's crazy. Hold on. Who this is? That's the cold part about it. Look, at the shoes. That's why they dipping off. Boom, Puckett coming in right behind living over they family. Coming right in. This at what time? 11. Is you mean to tell me living over didn't get busted up to me? I know she left the house at 11:30. So boom.
Even if I did send an officer, it would take a little bit in order for us to get the camera footage and for us to pass it on to the detectives division.
Okay. Okay. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell, not to be saying, you could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself, because and then it sounded like they had been drinking. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I asked them, did she drink? And they said she had only 1 cup. But okay, my daughter ain't the type that normally, she can't even take liquor. Her liquor level is just like mine. We can't take liquor. We cannot take liquor.
That's why Miss Teresa mentioned 1 cup. Miss Teresa mentioned 1 cup is enough for us. We drunk and mysteriously 1 cup. Her daughter was drugged. Come on, man. I hope they didn't dumb down the public so bad that you cannot see through the 911 call with the footage. With the original timestamp. This at 12:01. To put it like this here. And Leonora is on the footage. Is this Leonora on the footage? And Leonora said, I know she left the house at 11:30. But you at the hotel. So where your man at? What Miss Teresa at the hotel. Now you see why Miss Teresa playing like she don't know what the fuck going on or what she don't know where Kenneka was.
We take a sip of liquor, we drunk. Honestly.
No, I completely understand.
And I'm like, 1 cup is too much for her, And I like I asked them, and then they end up with her cell phone. I pay her cell phone bill every month to make sure my daughter has a phone. How did she love her phone? I don't understand why would she leave her cell phone with you all and just go disappear? And she know I just had surgery. She know my predicament.
No, yeah. Well then, so that in that case, what I would recommend, just go home, relax a little bit, give it some time. Of all we know, she very well could still be in the room. She could just be passed out. Again, you know how it is. You drink in the night before, you get, you know what I mean, whatever else have you. So just give it.
And it's funny that he said that she could be in a hotel room, passed out somewhere. And French came, son Trey gave a letter and said he saw her sleep in the room round about this time. Look, at the same time, we got a fucking time frame. What a coincidence that you have Frank K say, yeah, I was in the room smoking and drinking with him, but Kenneka was on the bed sleep, and she had all her clothes on, and you got the dispatcher saying, oh, she could be somewhere in the room passed out drunk. So you mean to tell me you can't comprehend that footage now? You can't comprehend what's on that footage now? Shit. Trey ain't got a million and a million and a half views on that letter, bruh. So watch this. Now, this to let you know the dispatcher know where she at. Miss Teresa know where she at. Everybody on this hotel footage know where that girl at in that room. Drugs. One cup is too much for her in Miss Teresa's voice. Shit. Man, y'all got Kenneka fucked up out here, bro. Man, these folks got Kenneka name fucked up out here. Man, look how them. They just show you, look what family doing to family. Watch this shit. What? What you say? Look at Franz K. Bam. All on the footage. The whole time. I've been watching this footage. I'm like, why Franz K running? Why is he going back? I know he going to the room. So this when Kenneka will be in the room, passed out, one cup too much for her, drugged up, bro. And you got family. You just seen Leonora. You just seen Puck and them. Boy, you, god damn it. Shit. I'm glad that I was so stuck on the timestamp because I'm like, well, damn, this will be at 12. But I'm thinking at 2 something because, you know, the footage off 2 hours. So when it look like at 2 some, look what this look like at 2 some. Look who this is. That's the crazy thing. Look who, bro. But when you look at it at 12 some, they give away to Miss Teresa. But look who this is. On the phone coming in. Bam. Watch this. Look, Franz K on the move. So this will let you know something happened to Kenneka in that room at that time, and they need to get her out that room. Cause keep this in mind, she ain't walking out that Jana by herself. She finna be carried out the room. And look what the staff behavior like. Like, damn, we got a problem. We need to get her out the room. See what I'm saying? Don't they look like that now? Don't it look like it now? Don't it look like that now, right? Look, this an employee. That lady is an employee. That's crazy. You see how they look? Boom. This an employee. I watched this footage so many times, I overlooked all of this shit. I look over all this shit and then realize who all on the footage. Guess what she finna go to? This at 12:17. Look what it look like now. Look what this look like at 12:19. Little Nora there, Tucky there, CC there, family on the footage. Where's Zari at? Where is Azari at? Guess what Kenneka phone will be saying round about this time? Can I be a thought in peace and stop trying to kill me? That'd be the same time Kenneka unconscious and you got somebody on the phone talking about let me be a thought in peace. So they try to fabricate and make it look like this girl was at the hotel tricking. This girl was at the hotel tricking. And the whole time the bestie got the phone and twerking that jump with Little North. Payo! Payo! Shit, the game exposed. Look what you see on the footage. At 12:19. That's when France came. So that means when France came, when she was in that room, her sister dipped out that room and look who all would be left in the room with Kenneka, bro. See what I'm saying? That's why Miss Teresa all on 911 call trying to cover up for what the footage showing you. How the fuck later you said, the shift done changed. Kenneka came up missing, and there was a lady trying to get reception on her phone, and all this, and we was all on the 11th floor, and I told them, well, let me rejuvenate and like she was drunk or something, like yeah, the game happened tonight. We got, let me get on up, cause she had so much to drink. They was there. You see them on the footage. This that King Rob shit. They was on the footage. So when King robbed them and chose the King, not like they was on the footage, we didn't know they was on the footage. And then when we see them on the footage, the timestamp was still fucked up on the footage. But now it all makes sense when King Rob said, yeah, they was on the footage. Look what time was going on, what happened with Kenneka. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
For a couple hours, maybe see if she'll get a hold of you again. I mean, does she know your number?
Yes, she know my number very well. She's very smart.
Okay, well then, like I said, just give her a couple hours. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Again, maybe she went to one of her other friends' places, or maybe she is still in the room. Just knocked out. You know what I mean?
Yes, I thank you. Okay, and so how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Hold on, y'all. I just want y'all to just hear what I just said. When France K, if all this going on, the France K said she was in the room and I saw her with all her clothes on and nothing looked suspicious, and I was drinking and smoking with her. I ran downstairs to go grab sheets and blankets to cover up the weed smell. And this at 12 something. Go to the dispatch. The dispatch says she gonna be somewhere in the room, probably passed out somewhere, drunk, all this. French K sent a letter and said, hey, round about that time, before I went outside and go check and see, I get a call from Lenny saying, come to the pool quick. So this means This when Friends K would actually get the call saying come to the pool because they just got that girl out that fucking room, bro. And it's all on the footage. You had to give a person a narrative. Look, that's why he will be coming back in. Guess who he is? Boom. So look, that mean when Fresh K went outside, he said he got the call to go to the pool and Kenneka down there. Now keep this in mind. I wouldn't even be surprised if that girl was drugged up at 12 something, told her in that pool and did her in for 2 hours. Man, these folks on the footage. And then look, I went to Facebook, right? And I just went to the post alone. If you just type in all of this, look at all the people that were sharing all this stuff in the beginning to keep living. Look, keep this in mind. That's living on the footage right here with all of them. Look. Boom. We got like 5 more other videos. She would still be in the room, woke, dancing, and partying. Watch this. See that? All these posts came out of guilty, setting up a best friend and had to cover up on social media. Cause this how fucked up Chicago really is. The setup game is cold in Chicago, bro. Look, this shit cold. Like they getting these tattoos, bruh. The game I came in and you catch a body, we get teardrops. We get teardrops and shit. We'll tag our ops name on our body. We got one here. Shit, I got one on my body now. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? That's why he will be in the lobby. Cause guess who this is? Watch this, game. Do you see who this is in the lobby with that jacket? Watch this. I understand the footage now. Hold up. It's not this one. It's this one. Him. Hold up. Him. Damn, y'all got off timestamp. I got off the timestamp. But now y'all see what this will be going on. Look what time this will be going on. When you knock 2 hours out the footage. Hi, y'all. Dead giveaway, bro. Boom. Now this at one song. Now this just to let you know, damn, that's when she will be making it to the pool then. That's why they going out to the pool, bruh. The pool area. That's the giveaway. The girl already passed out, drugged up, and they carried that girl to the pool, bruh. Round about this time. Bam! Look at everybody on the move. Then look, this is why you got all of this going on at this time. And that's why Gina McGill said, yeah, the luggage. That's why Tay-Zonday said, yeah, round one, some the police right up under the cameras and controlling the traffic. This is what Gina McGill warned Zach about. Look who all on the footage, Zach. Look who all on the footage. Look what's popping off on the footage. Miss Teresa said the shift changed right about this time. This at 1 something in the morning. When Kenneka get a text, we ready to go. So Kenneka, look, that's why they said, that's why you got the text saying I'm ready to go, because they taking that girl to the pool area. The pool area. That's how she got to the pool and her own people put her there, bruh. That's why Fresh K putting on that jacket. That's why Fresh K dipping out. Guess what Fresh K going? Let's go to lyric. Look. We finna keep this rolling, this footage rolling, and let's go to this and watch this. What she finna say at one song.
That was within 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, did you go back? No. You stayed and party. Fuck you talking about. You got me fucked up. I'm not finna keep hushing up for you bitches. Neither one of y'all. You and Maya left her, but I ain't you. It's you right now. It's about you right now, Monique. It's all about you right now. Fuck you talking about. Since you going making statuses and Tiara, I will beat your ass. I will beat the fuck out you. I don't want to talk to you, period. Ain't nothing to talk about. And then I try to get them to come back with me to the party, to go to the hotel to come search. Did neither one of them bitches come? No. Fuck you talking about. I went to the hotel by my motherfucking self and go help and look for my friend. Did y'all do it? No. Y'all stayed back to mess with. I'm laughing at her. I'm laughing at the fact that you, Tiara, you. I'm laughing at you because you started yelling what you gonna do and ain't did shit. My window wide open and you ain't touch a bustin' boo with your fake tough ass. Bitch, you ain't like that. You got me fucked up. That's what I was laughing at. You. That's why the laughing part come at you. And I'm gonna laugh at you again. Next time I'm knocking your ass out. Fuck you time out. Fuck, bitch. It's that when I see you. I don't trust you. You hang with her enemies. Fuck you time out. Did you tell I don't like them people, but you hang with them. Yeah, did you tell me you said fucked her? She grown. All that. No. No, you didn't. That's your friend. That's your best friend. You so hurt, but you hang with her enemies. I don't give a fuck. It ain't my beef, but I'll never talk to them people. You hanging with them people. You living with them people. I'm confused about you, baby. You got me fucked up. Fuck you talking about my loyalty lays with my friends.
You the same person telling Bree don't call her mama.
Yeah, come out and don't call her mama, all that. Y'all trying to point the fingers at me. Got me fucked up. I'm 10 toes behind 20, 1,000 behind Kenneka. You got me fucked up. You tweaking. Fuck you talking about who? Mariah. She knew Kenneka ain't like Mariah, but she hanging with her. That's who. You know who, cause you coming.
They took her. Monisha took her off to be a drunk. She was laying on me. They get crazy, we get wild.
Yeah, motherfucker know how I get. Ain't no motherfucker talk crazy yet.
Ain't nobody gonna play with nobody.
So, anyways, back to the party. We now she talking about she finna get the phone. We watch, bam. 2, not even 2. I want to say 30 seconds later, Monifa came in my face. Kenneka missing. I looked at her ass. How the fuck is a grown lady missing? Go fucking find her. Did she go do it? No. Okay, party, the Lil Wayne song came on. Everybody turned up to that bitch. Then Shakara said, my sister,
Looking around, going to back.
I didn't come to the party with her. That's what I'm saying. Right or wrong, am I right or wrong? You making sure your car's safe. That's my friend. I made sure she was safe in the party, but outside the party, I'm not understanding how I'm gonna make sure she's safe if she leaving with the people she came with. I'm confused. I can't. I'm making sure me and my people safe. I made sure she was safe until she searched out the doors. That car was on Monique and them.
And that was the last thing you said. You don't leave where you going.
Then
they took off. Monique took off to being drunk. She was laying on me. She said, "Come on, you lose sleep around everybody."
No, hey, Ron. Reason why I'm talking because the Monifa just delete the status. Gonna make a status. Come out some MTV status saying my name. Ain't no, but your name not being said. Period. It's that me getting dropped to the light. Y'all ain't gotta walk my shoes. Y'all ain't gotta. When the next motherfucker walk up to y'all, is you Iran? You gotta worry about if they finna kill you or is they trying to see is you? Is it you? Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. I do. Then you on this bitch talking, Tiara. Talk about some. If I wasn't, she was trying to come to my lame ass party. She'll still be here. Monifa was invited. First of all.
Exactly, TK. As long as your friend, that's what we saying.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody. And first of all, if my friend drunk and she sleeping in the party, we're finna go.
Monique finna say, let's
we're finna go.
Monique finna say,
we finna go.
Kenneka on the stairs in front of her house.
The whole party supposed to end, but she didn't make it seem as if it was real. That she was missing. Fuck that. You still partying with us. And then after you say Kenneka missing, then Shakara say, Irene, Kenneka really not up in here.
I looked around.
This damn now 3 o'clock.
It's 2
hours later. I'm confused. I ain't trying to hear shit. Nobody saying.
2 hours later.
I'm not trying to hear shit nobody saying. And I ain't even pointing no fingers at Monifa. Because I'm tired of everybody. I'm just tired. Y'all don't understand. I'm motherfucking tired.
Who raised her?
I'm motherfucking tired. That's all. I'm motherfucking tired. Then her and her other people started telling me, me. How the fuck is it me? If I came with my 4 people, me, Tyler, Shakara, and Ernisha, and she came with Monifa, you wasn't invited. On my son, you know you wasn't invited because she asked me and I told you no. You was right there when I said no. I told you no. No, you cannot come. I was not fucking with you at the time. So don't act like I was fucking with you because I wasn't. You can vouch on my son. I said, no, you cannot come to my party.
You was ready to
fuck you come out. Then I played the sicko song. Turn this op ass shit off. I play sicko Maserati and Lil Dark Sheet. Turn this motherfucking weak ass op ass shit off. Y'all got this. Right, this was my plan to leave her sleep so she could, cause Bri was gone. So I said, leave her right there. I said, leave her right there sleep because Bri gone. So who the fuck gonna drive y'all home? That's not safe to drive drunk. She was asleep. Monifa wanted to go because I played the op-ass song, I guess. Whatever the fuck the case may be, they wanted to go. But
hit the lamp, bro. You know she was drunk. So all that they trying to say she ain't drunk and she only had a cup. Monifa,
wake up a drunk person and take them out the room.
Monifa saying she only had a cup. How she only had a cup and she was stumbling? She's stumbling out the house.
And then for a motherfucker to be saying at the end, I left the hotel. On my son, I stayed in the hotel room and sat there for hours. I swear to God, for hours to 6 o'clock to make sure she come back and knock on the door. She never came. Everybody left. So I left. Everybody. I inboxed Monifa. Still got the inbox to this day. Did y'all find her?
Did y'all find her? Do y'all see
her? No response. Fuck up out of
here. That's how we knew to come back up to the hotel.
I said Kenneka didn't fuck with you, Mariah. So why is she hanging with you? And she know this. She know this for a fact.
And you
know this for a fact. You know that you was messing with Rico. You was messing with Rico and y'all both messing with Rico, so y'all ain't fuck with each other. So the loyalty runs with your friend. I'm not trying to hear all that. Y'all wasn't into it, all that. She ain't got no business with you, period. Monifa knew what the fuck was going on. Just like when Mook was finna fight you, Kenneka was out there finna help. And Monifa was saying she finna stab motherfuckers. What? The loyalty runs with my friend. I ain't saying I'm into it with y'all, but I never fuck with y'all because she didn't. Why the fuck? I'm confused.
It says motherfucker was.
I don't know. I can't tell y'all how the fuck did she run off and she was in the hallway. I wasn't with them. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how the finger got to me and all this. I just don't know because I don't know.
You know how I got to you. Maya Monifa went on 13th line, said that you left Kenneka when they ass left her. And
yeah.
That's how the thing got on you.
So why don't y'all go in there
they went with that. They get that.
So now look, the whole motto of Irene's story, they know what's going on in the footage, right? Everything you see on the footage, this is why they can lie to us and can sell it to us, cause what's on the footage, right? So basically what they trying to throw it off on Monifa, you the best friend and you left her in the hallway. I don't understand how she would come up missing that fast. In reality, her best friend set her up, and Monifa and them job was to bring her outside. Once they bring her outside, the best friend got control over everything else, and Monifa go back in the room and party with Irene. That's the plan. The best friend gonna lure Kenneka out the room, and they're gonna use Monifa and them to bring her out the room. And once they bring her out the room, Monifa and them job will go back in the room and party, like what Irene said, while the friend take care of business with her best friend, right? So Monifa and them gonna be back in the room. So this what they gonna be like, well look, we just gonna say y'all went back in the room for the keys in the phone because she came up missing at the elevator. You see what I'm saying? I see this clear as day now. So boom, when Monifa and them was still partying in the room, that's why you're gonna see Monifa and them come back out the room at 2-some. The next time you see Monifa and them gonna be in the lobby hollering at the front desk, and the front desk gonna tell them she in the pool area. And you just saw how she would get in the pool area. Round about this time, with her sister, family members, everybody in the lobby. Round about this time, transported to the pool, Jack. To the pool. That's why you got all this activity on the footage. And then look, that's why you finna get to watch. I need to go to that video and show you. That's why she was laid. Look, boom. That's why she was laid in that freezer at 3:15 on the dot. And they took pictures with the phone. And then look. So that means, check this out. If this at 1-some, look what's finna happen at 3-some, which is that's gonna be at 5-some. 5-some is 3-some. And guess what I showed y'all? Watch this. Man, you got to be kidding me, bruh. No wonder. Watch how this video finna hit different. Not this one. I need to go to the right here. No wonder. This at 3-some. This at fucking 3. Hold up. I need to pull this up. The watch. Damn, I thought I took a picture of the watch. I knew I took a picture of the watch. So boom. This why they will be talking at 3-something in the morning. Starting from right here. This at 2 o'clock on the dot. That's why he would be bored. That's why he would be counting Kenneka money out the pockets. Oh, 327. This at 327? Hi, y'all. Look at Kenneka watch. I flipped it. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture and I flipped it, but this the watch where she would be laying, you know what I'm saying? It's at 3:15. This why they would be talking the way they talking, bruh. And guess what he finna do? Dead giveaway. This at 3:15. Now you know why he talking about there go the circuit breaker. This how you cut the freeze on. Coffee cups. Let this sink in. This at 3:30. Her watch say 3:15. Do this video hit different? Thumb me up so, you know what I'm saying? So I won't be wasting nobody time me like I don't understand Trey Gang. I don't see what you saying. Look, do this make sense now? Hi, y'all. Look at this. This at 3:29. Boom. When I said knock 2 hours off the footage, look what it look like. That's why that maintenance man there. That's why he got tape in his hand. Ooh. That's why he would be crying. I knew what I was reading. I'm like, damn, he crying, y'all. And I see the conversation. I'm like, man, something fucked up because they trying to talk off the camera. This at 3. So look, boom. So that means Kenneka would be already in the freezer and you'll be seeing the maintenance man running back and forth the freezer. Bam, this at 3:43. Look, watch what he finna describe. It all makes sense now. Boom. Pow. The pool to the freezer. To the freezer, Jack. This at 3:45. Let's go back to Miss Teresa call.
For
You said the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport?
Yes, and they said that when her friends was asking earlier today, like about 4 o'clock in the morning, because they run the video cameras, they said that they didn't have no cameras. But now...
That's why. Look what this footage showing. At the same time Miss Teresa claiming to be. Come on, man. You see this shit? You mean to tell me they sold that girl out to this type of shit, bruh? Man, I'm mad as hell. Look at this shit.
I came and it was a lady. She said that she heard music, and she asked me that I want to go upstairs, and we went upstairs on the 11th floor, and it was someone came to the room, and she said that she did see my daughter there with a group of girls and a couple of guys, but that's all she just saw because she was busy trying to get reception on her phone.
All right, well then, you know what? Are you sure you don't mean the Crown Plaza in Rosemont?
Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. That's exactly where it's at. I'm
okay,
so sorry.
No, it's okay. And have you and you said you spoke with the
front desk. I'm sitting outside, right in front of the hotel in their parking lot right now.
And they were saying that they haven't seen your daughter since she left, or?
No, this is a different set. This is a different I'm sorry, it's a new shift, and they said that they haven't seen her. Well, of course they wouldn't have seen her, because this is like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just seen that she was here because I just found the ticket where they entered this hotel. It was at 1:36 p.m.
Hello.
So hold on, this is not her ticket because this is on the 6th. My daughter wasn't here on the 6th.
But look what Mr. Reese will be knowing what's going on at 3 in the morning. At 3 in the morning, bruh. 3 in the morning. And you collaborate with this on Kenneka Watch. Look at oh. What? And you collaborate with that girl Watch at 3:15. Now you see why they out the camera trying to talk and rap about it. Talking about what they did, bruh. Yo, make this shit go viral, Jack. Woo-hoo. Boy, that Watch told it. They should have never took a picture of Kenneka Watch. And you can go back on the footage. This is why they had to lie about that timestamp. Boom. Oh, wee. Golly, Trey ain't done it again. I done it again. This is why I never gave up on this shit, bruh. Cause it be little ass receipts. That's what gets me. It be little ass receipts like, damn, the Watch say this at this time, and I see this on the footage, but I'm confused about the timestamp. So if I add this timestamp with this make plenty sense. Man, this shit blowing my mind right now, bro. Oh, shit. I could just make a video alone just showing this screen and play this video. We got to make this shit hit, Jack. Oh, that's how the freezer got cut on. That's why he would be counting Kenneka pockets. That's why her pockets turn in and out. And that's why they coming in with the coffee cups. Coffee cups. Wow. Wow. See it. I see why when I first dropped this video, Straight Drop was on my ass. Straight Drop was on my ass. Look at all the YouTubers that came after me on this video alone. You see what I'm saying? Them folks like, yeah, he's still in videos, y'all. Like, they were the only one that had the 36-hour footage. And I'm telling everybody, I'm like, look, y'all. I'm like, this is where the coffee cup got to come in there. And this is where the maintenance man got to come in there. And if you look at all the tape that's on the wall, that explain all the black shit that was burnt in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? If you look at that tape on the wall, that'd be the same shit that's on the fingernail too, right? So keep this in mind. I'm finna exit out this live right now, cause the next live I'm finna go stupid dumb. Cause we know this at 3:15 and this at 3:40. And look what Kenneka Watch showed us the whole time. Is this the way God's showing us? Look at her body. Look at the small detail. Look what this. And go to that footage and see who all involved. Pow! Yeah, that's what I done prayed for. Yeah, when I said, man, I prayed on this case and God gonna reveal this shit. It's revealing now. It's revealing now. Boom! Look at him. And then you match Miss Teresa call with this. You gotta match Miss Teresa call. You got to match the 911 call with this time frame. With this time frame. Let's go to where that 911 call at.
Okay, and well, you know, real quick, I'm just gonna see if maybe I'm gonna see if maybe she was here at all. What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Kenneka Jenkins.
All right, and could you spell her?
The room wasn't registering her name. She came with some friends here.
No, and yeah, I just want to verify. I'm about to say I actually just came in myself. Probably been on shift for about 45 minutes, so I just want to make sure that, you know, maybe she didn't get arrested and sent on her. You know what I mean? I just want to double check everything. But
okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. But it doesn't look like we had any run-ins with her last night at all. Do you think it's possible maybe she went to one of her friends' houses, or, you know, she's probably...
This shit
crazy.
crazy.
Because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody, no one besides her. And her friends kept calling my phone. I told them to stay out here. They stayed out here they called me like about 3-something in the morning. I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery.
Boom! 3-something in the morning. The case is hot and fresh in the beginning. So that's why. Boom! Look what's on that footage. It's not about when Miss Teresa said show the real tape. The real tape will show you what's going on here, but not in the freezer area. So you can still pick up on this footage and find out this is where the coffee cup come from. This is where all the tape and stuff. Bro, we need to make this shit go viral. I'm gonna go live, bro. I'm finna go live because I know what to do now. All I just gotta do, put that watch up, match this time frame with that. Gotta go back to the lobby now. Oh, gotta go back to the lobby now. Man, look, at this point, I ain't even worried about what Miss Teresa talking. Everything what Miss Teresa talking about, I ain't even worried about none what Miss Teresa talking about. She mentioned that 3-some. Everything what Miss Teresa saying right now, cancel that out my head. She said 3-some. This on the footage at 3-some. Boom! That's all I'm concerned about. What Miss Teresa said at 3-some and what the maintenance man said. Boom! And then you got Kenneka Watch. Hold up. Kenneka Watch 3:15. So that means they were talking about this damn near 45 minutes after this. Damn near 35, 45 minutes after this. Shit. Let's get off subject, goddammit. I'm seeing what I need to see. Shit. You see what I'm saying? This the major receipt right here that can wake the public up with this one. This can wake everybody up with this shit, bruh. Real talk. 315 on this girl watch and 354. What you think they supposed to be talking about? What you think they supposed to be talking about if they wasn't involved and they just got to doing criminal activities? Cause guess what? You can go back to the lobby and watch the lobby footage round about this time. Guess what Monique and them at? Guess what Monique and them at? Guess what Miss Teresa would be at? Cause in the beginning, she said, yeah, I was up there around about 5 something. I made it up there at 5 something. Didn't recount her story. Like, no, it was like 6 going on 7. Her timestamp was out 2 hours. Look at this shit, bro. 3:15 on the watch. Let's start this from the beginning. Right here. When shit got heated. Hold up. Let's go to 3:15. Woo, somebody got him. Ooh-wee. Hold on, watch this. This at 2 o'clock. This is why the time finna skip. Look, he already on the move. Now I see why he already on the move. The first thing he finna do is grab a coffee cup. I said, that's where the coffee cup would come in there. Because I watch his every move. He a heavy coffee drinker. So it would make sense why a coffee cup would be in the kitchen. Right? So I'm like, okay. Boom. He got coffee cups. At this time, I'm going along with the time stamp they gave us. I'm like, well, this at 5 and this at 4. It won't make sense. It make it look like they just showing up for work because the shift just changed. But if you look at it 2 hours off, criminal activities, and they took a picture. They so dumb, they took a picture. This means you had law enforcement in the freezer, took a picture of the watch while they in the back office talking about it. Pow! Boom! Then when you go to Zach TV interview with Irene said, they said that freezer didn't even work. Now you know who said the freezer didn't even work at that time. So that means Kenneka would be laying on her back at 3:15, and when the police took pictures again, she face down, and they got the watch saying this. Yeah, we took these pictures at 9 o'clock at night. So that means when they flipped her over, bro, they left that girl in that freezer, bro. So they actually did let that girl in the freezer. Left her there for all those hours in the cooler. She was never frozen. That's why, look, boom. That's why the lawyer said this. Check this out. Y'all want to know where the real camera at? Watch this. The whole time, right? Y'all remember when Mitch Teresa said it was a camera above the freezer? It was a camera above the freezer that would have showed everything. Show her how she got in that freezer. This how you finna show her how she got in the freezer, right? You see what they got going on the footage, right? You see what Kenneka was showing. Look what the footage would show. Watch this game. Look. Not this freezer, because it's not a camera above this freezer. You got this camera angling toward this freezer, but if you uncrop this area right here, it's a freezer and a cooler right here, and that's what the lawyer said right here. This where they will be putting her in the freezer. So guess what they did? The police dragged her out of her, put her in her, and took pictures when she was face down in this freezer. Pow! Pow! And then look, make it so bad. Look where everybody would be at while he talk. Man, bruh, look. Golly. I wish I would have known this when I got the letter. They just show you how much. That's why them YouTubers would kept trolling me and shit. Like, yeah, he don't know nothing. And you know, he just talk about the same shit. He ran out of content. I refuse to give up because I'm still missing something. I could have been sticking like, well, look, I solved the case and that's it. Watch these videos. Nothing else. No, boom. He telling me everything on the footage. How her teeth finna get knocked out. How she got drugged to the freezer and what route they took. Boom. Right here. She was right over here. Go over there right quick. Let's know what I'm talking about. Even the family trolling. That's why Zaria had to control the group. If I would have known this when Zaria had control of my Facebook group, tricking the motherfucking shit, this just show you how close I was. Man, this just to show you Trey Gang was so close, you had to bring the best friend out this bitch. Yeah, Trey Gang, I like what you doing and stuff. You own it. And keep this in mind. Everybody been down with me day one. Y'all witnesses this shit, motherfucker. Even you had family members just really join my live and said, Trey Gang, you own it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know everything. Let me fill in the gap. And I refuse to go for that shit, bruh. Look what Kenneka was showing. That's why they will be so hostile at that point. Then Miss Teresa talking about, yeah, they saying they ain't got no cameras. They the cameras in them work. This when I get caught. But look, if this at 3:40, Miss Teresa been calling the hotel an hour and a half ago before they right here. Talking to security. Shit, I'll bump this up to 5 o'clock. And have everybody gonna think they just getting to work. And then look at all the YouTubers. When I put this out, look at all the YouTubers. And they had a big problem with this. Cause they was like, man, that man ain't crying. He just blowing his nose. I'm like, what? I'm like, why would you say that? You ain't even watched the footage. I'm the one that got this footage and showed this. I ain't see on your channel you got this footage. So how you would have so much narrative of a footage that I just put out? And I seeing all this shit. You see what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you could go to this same video and go to the comments. Just go to the comments on the video. You will see it for yourself. And guess who else did a video on this? 54 Keys, Hi, y'all. This finna make 54 Key really look bad now. Cause when I put that video out, 54 Key tried to break it down. Hi, y'all. And then she so cold when she broke it down. Everything what she had, she broke it down. Knocked 2 hours out for it. And the whole narrative finna make totally sense. You see what I'm saying? Boom! Hold up. Let me go to her page. Cause when she was riding with Trey Gang in the beginning, you still got to ride with me, boo. You still gonna have to ride with me, boo. Cause you did content like, yeah, Trey Gang, own it. Trey Gang doing this and Trey Gang doing that. Yeah, I love Trey. She said she loved Trey Gang when Trey Gang was spilling the tea, but didn't have all the information to go with it. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Where that video at? Hold up. It's on her somewhere. She shared the video. Y'all seen it already, so y'all know y'all can find it quicker than I can, goddammit. So boom. Man, I wish I could, man. Hold up. So you could take this narrative and stick this at you. Look, every narrative what she say around 1 and 2 o'clock, cause y'all see this. It's the same thing what I show y'all on the footage. Family members on the footage at 1 something, and the bitch put the screenshot. Yeah, 1 something, 2 something. You know what I'm saying? Who ran with who?
And it was a couple different reasons why I picked this group to go next, but I just wanted to put these 3 niggas up under the spotlight. Now, like,
so
when you left.
So don't the time match up now? Do the time match up now?
Don't mix pink salt with lemon and 2 other ingredients if you don't want to donate your entire wardrobe in less than a week.
We don't know who he left with, but I was assuming that it was TT.
Look. If you look at this, 2 and 3 o'clock, that's an hour. Who they left with? TT, Kenneka missing. Payal, Jack.
I mean, the name is blacked out, so I don't know who he left with, but like I said, I assumed it was TT. And when he left, Kenneka was missing. They're looking for her at that point. So keep that in mind, and let's move on. So the next nigga we're gonna discuss is this nigga right here. Yeah, this nigga, come on. Don't even like that nigga that just like to motherfucker like nigga.
Now you see how the police were putting. Now you see how the police put the statements out there to put the family on blast, and Miss Teresa begged the police, can y'all not show this type of information? And the police were like, well, since the public is involved in all this, it's public information. And that's why Miss Teresa had to get everybody on her side. I'm gonna throw a protest, and y'all see how corrupt they is, and the main people that's corrupt is this bitch. And the police really basically exposing her ass. She the main corrupt out of their ass. You see what I'm saying? Shit.
They left her. It didn't take 2 for one. It took one person. Y'all don't even know who y'all left at the hallway or the lobby. Which one is it? Make y'all story up. Y'all can't even stick with the right story. Y'all ran.
Y'all get out of the lobby if you come right back in, right after you left out. Right you to say.
You don't need to be.
I can't tell y'all shit. I'm telling y'all I don't know. I'm honestly telling y'all I don't know. All the fuck I did was have a party with my friend. She the one actually on my son. I was not finna have this party. She ran. It's your birthday. Everybody who ever know me know
And make it so bad, this exposed 54 Keys even more. The hair has changed. She knew about the hairstylist. She knew about the hairstylist, bruh. That's why she got it, the hair exchange, to cover up for the hairstylist. So let's just say 54 Keys been knowing Zari was the best friend the whole time, and the hairstylist got exposed. And King Rob exposing the hairstylist and calling this girl Zaria. Let's see what 54 Keys threw everybody off on.
Started talking to dude and left. But this is what they put out there. And so for a very long time, you know, we all went back and forth on whether or not this was Kenneka. And two of the things that had me kind of on the fence about it was the fact that the hair was different. And if you notice, Balls looked like she had on maybe some boots, like some Tims or something. Some wheat Tims.
And then look, if you go to Zaria, Zaria had this same outfit on with Timberland boots. Then keep all this in mind, bruh. Y'all still think 54 Keys straight? Shit. Oh, you remember Golden One? She was exposing all this shit. If you think about when King Raw would collaborate with Golden and they were trying to expose the hairstylist, they were exposing the friend, the best friend the whole time, bro. Hi, y'all. They was exposing the best friend the whole time. It's speaking in codes and shit. Look at this shit.
And we know that Kenneka came in the hotel wearing some Jordans, the Wolf Grays to be exact. So those were the two things that stood out. Her hair and her shoes. So let's talk about it. We still riding. Now, assuming that that was Kenneka that we saw at 320 come in and talk to Trevante, I want to look at.
Look, this lady said this Trevante. Guess who this really is? That's him. That's him. Not Trevante. Oh. This the dude right here. Not who she talking about.
At the timeline that Crown Plaza gave us. And I want to start with this right here. Because this was one of the weirdest things on that footage that I still to this day scratch my head about. Because I was like,
oh, you know why? Because look what will be going on at 11 some. Family members on the footage. Zaria people on the footage. Everybody dressed alike. Stop it. Look. Boom.
What the hell was that all about? And that's when Eugenia Walker and those two other girls come in, meet up with Trevante. It looks like they get on the elevator, they get off.
Damn, I'm on mute, gang. My bad. I'm finna end it anyway. Cause this, what I was basically saying, this is why you see that Adidas outfit. Cause at some point in time, if Kenneka showed up in a jean outfit on, right, and show her coming in the hotel, and boom, they got her on the jean jacket outfit, and her best friend had on and Kenneka showed back up at the hotel because she was there on the 6th, right? If she was there on the 6th and they said Kenneka actually left, went home, chilled, changed her clothes, and came back in Adidas outfit. Kenneka would have on Adidas outfit on the 9th, meaning that's why they had to do a reenactment in the show that she had on a jean outfit on when she first came in the hotel on the 6th. Do that make sense now? Do that make sense? If Kenneka showed up on the 6th on a jean outfit and left the party, went home, chill, got her hair done, because they said she got her hair done, and she showed up with a Adidas outfit on. Because don't y'all know, even the paperwork said this, the police said this, that when they took Kenneka family back there and identified the body, and it was somebody that's close to the friends and said, yeah, she had on Adidas outfit on. And the police said, no, she ain't had no Adidas outfit on. She had a jean jacket outfit on. Same clothes if she weren't. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're gonna need to do it. That's why everybody gonna have to dress like that, bruh. It would make sense. If Kenneka showed up on the 6th and boom, with a jean outfit on, in some point in time, Kenneka left and came back. And then she came back in a Adidas outfit on. So they had to use that. They had to use the jean outfit on because you can't show no footage of Kenneka with no Adidas outfit on. Not on the night. Y'all, I tell y'all what, I'm going to go live in the morning. I'm going live in the morning because I ain't even going to sleep tonight. I'm finna just put a mean ass video together, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm finna put a mean ass video together, bro, and y'all already know what the subject finna be about. We gotta make this girl go viral, bro. We got to open this shit up because of this shit.
Off on that lower level at 105, and then they make their way back up to the lobby, and then you see them go down the food court hall, and then next thing you know,
she dressed up like Leonora. Leonora dressed up like the trans lady. Look who she dressed up with. Look who she dressed up like. You see what I'm saying? That's why, bruh.
Coming back up through the meeting hall. I think that was West Meeting Hall. And then at 111, they're leaving. It was like they made one big ass circle and left. And I never.
And guess why? This said what time? 11:11. Now you see why they circle around the building. Now you see why they circle around that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. Appreciate the cash out gang, Jack. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get a shout out right quick. Yeah, appreciate that, Lena. Appreciate that, Trina. You know what I'm talking about? So now look. So when I go live first thing in the morning, you should already know what this finna be about. Oh, this is gonna be 11 song. Watch them on the move. This who this actually is. Oh, once you go back, this is why they got this Azaria talking like this.
And when she died, people used her death as a way of...
That's why you got this shit. You see what I'm saying? Boom. Then you got this.
I gets high and ride around all night till the sun roll up. That's what the fuck I was gonna do. She ring. Don't do it because you do that all the time. It's your 21st birthday. You might as well have a party. You might as well. I had the fucking party. She asked me, can Monifa come? No, I never knew shit about no movie theater. None of that was mentioned to me.
Yeah, I know why you ain't gonna know nothing about no movie theater. Because that's where the best friend come in at. That's where the best friend come in at. You see what I'm saying? You doing all this arguing, and then look how God working. Why the movie's coming up?
Asked me, can Monifa come? No, I never knew shit about no movie theater. None of that was mentioned to me because we've been planning this shit for months. Months ago. Months.
Months. They've been planning this shit, bruh. What you say, Prophet? Y'all know Mitch Reese finna make another but God speech. I know Mitch Reese over there in that little apartment over there, that little 6-bedroom apartment over there. They probably got their phones and tablets logged in like a motherfucker. And once I hit them with that Kenneka watch, the first thing that came out the mammy mouth, but God! Jesus Christ! Girl, you need to go and make a post about Luke chapter 13:27. Yeah, let me get on her live right quick and this thing you know, she'll pop up. Hey, live! Yeah, the Bible say watch it well and pray. What the fuck you say, bitch? What chapter that is? You know what I'm talking about? Nah, Miss Teresa full of shit, bruh. Man, that lady's a cult leader. You know what I'm talking about? I see why all those young girls run away from home and go to Miss Teresa's house. You got all the young boys there, because keep this in mind. Anytime when young girls don't want to be at home and want to be somewhere else and want to stay somewhere, because there's a lot of boys around. There's a lot of hot shit going on. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you look at Freaky T. And Freaky T got a gang of niggas over there, you know what I'm talking about? Because you can look at Mitch Reese and be like, damn, look at the mileage on those lips. I'm like, damn, look at the mileage on your lips. I had to go back and look younger pictures. I'm like, yeah, them jump with them. Them Johns really had some torque to them, you know what I'm saying? When she get older, you know, you lose a little power in the jawline, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you ain't just really got it no more. They just like a motor, you know what I'm saying? You got a V8, when you bought it was a V8, and when you dog it out, it changed into a V6. Like, yeah, that John ain't got that same torque to it, boo. You know what I'm talking about? So Mitch Reese had to keep up with the young girl. That's why Mitch Reese always in competition with the young girl. Have you noticed that? Yeah, I'm seeing all that shit, bro. Yeah. She ain't nothing but a recruit for a pedophile. I heard the old ass nigga be coming over there at Mitch Reese's house, post up, and goddamn it, showing they little bankroll in front of these little underage ass girl. Be like, ooh, look at these niggas. Now these little girls want to be around these niggas, you know, because they got drugs, pills for sale and turning them out and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Because they some little dick ass niggas that ain't got no game for a real bitch and put it out there on the street and get some real money, so they like little girls and shit, you know what I'm talking about? See, them type of niggas that a female really don't want, because they can't manipulate. You can't come to a female and be like, yeah, I got some pill, please love me. You know what I'm talking about? Man. Cause if that's the case, she'll take all your drugs and shit. You know, as an apartment, you would be begging like a motherfucker. Be like, damn, boo, I'm trying to do the best I can. You see, I prepare all of this. They get heartbroken. Cause you know what to do to them. See, a young bitch don't know. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes be drugged. They ain't been zombie land. You know what I'm talking about? These hoes be nodding this shit with coochie ass in the air. You know what I'm talking about? But not quick. Not quick though. You know what I'm talking about? Quick when you take all your drugs and leave your ass nodding on the couch with a hard dick and goddamn and wake up in the morning like, what the fuck? Like, damn. Then you gotta go to the hood like everybody like, yeah, I see your car part that quick out. Then you smash that John? He lying like a motherfucker. Nah, I ain't know. Yeah, I smashed that John, you know, lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, quick when you take the drug, be like, nah, eat my booty. Nah, he done gave her, you know, then a whole goddamn plug, you know, like, damn, you gave her the whole bag, like, shit, you just read up. I'm in the perp, you... Quick done took the perps and gave it to her baby daddy, because he, you know what Quick up to. Quick trying to make sure, you know, that baby daddy's crazy. The dope boy getting fucked, you know what I'm talking about? So Quick got the pills and like, look, eat my booty. And next thing you know, you ate booty. And next thing you know, you like, yeah, I'm finna fuck now. And Quick like, nah, I ain't ready to fuck, you know what I'm talking about? I just want, and next thing you know, you see you back with the shit mouth, you know what I'm talking about? Now your breath smell like booty, talking to the gang, talking about, yeah, I smashed, you know what I'm talking about? And be like, damn, you smashed that bitch? Like, yeah, but I'm like, damn, you ate some booty too, because I can smell on your breath. Shit, cause your breath smell like shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, damn, what this shit? The bitch farted or something when you eating the booty? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, cause I ain't gang when it come to this shit. But I know shit when I smell shit. You know what I'm talking about? Geeking on them perks. You know that boy eye buck wild like damn. I'm like, damn, brother. I'm like, yeah, you know, I know you eat your breath mints and all, you know, because I ain't never known you to have a shit breath. We talk shit all the time, but your breath smell like shit now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to see how kinky you just let me know. I got a kinky ass homeboy over here. He eat booty. You know what I'm talking about? Put him on blast, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, them niggas, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know. I can't eat that rump like that. Nah, I can't do it, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I know what it's for. I'm like, damn, that's when you lay pounds of dump. That's where the dump come out. Nah, I don't want that. You know what I'm talking about? Cause how freaky the situation get, nah, I ain't trying to get no pause of that. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tickle that motherfucker or something, you know what I'm talking about? I'll poke it a little bit, you know, with my finger. Like, ooh, you like that, don't I? Poke that motherfucker and get some of that Diddy oil, and you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I poke that junk, that thing, you know, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? That made you toot that booty up in the booze. She twerked out now, you know what I'm talking about? Damn. That thing, I'm calling jabbing that motherfucker. I gave that motherfucker 3-piece with the fingers, you know what I'm talking about? This thing, you know, that motherfucker still calling right today. Like, what you doing? I was just thinking about you in the neighborhood. I'm like, damn, you sure be in the neighborhood more often. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck really going on? You know what I'm talking about? Shit, I played with a bitch coochie so bad, I had to give a bitch an excuse. Like, damn, Trigger, why you ain't trying to play with my coochie no more? I'm like, you know, I was on the job and shit, you know what I'm saying? I done goddamn it burnt my hands today. You know, she like, what? Yeah, I had a stage accident with my hand, but like, damn, you know, I had to knock a nigga out, my wrist broke, bitch. Yeah, I had to go over that motherfucker with an arm cast on. Like, yeah, he ain't working, bitch. Give me about 6 weeks. Yeah, I know how to delay. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm that nigga, you know what I'm saying? When I was out there, you know what I'm saying? Fucking with the little side piece of shit. You know, when shit get heated at the house, you know what I'm saying? Baby go through the phone, but like, who is this bitch? You know what I'm talking about? And she can't figure it out, because when she called the bitch act like she don't know what's going on. What you calling? What? Bitch, I don't know what you talking about. And she be like, I'm seeing all kind of text messages and shit and talking about where the payal stick at it. And she was like, nah, that wasn't me, bitch. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And this thing, you know, she mad at me, ready to kill me. And this bitch ready to goddamn it. I was like, dawg. I gotta stop playing with these females, because they'll kill your ass for real, bro. I ain't got to worry about no nigga, you know, but a female, you better not make no female mad, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about, man, I knew it was some suspicious, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker being nice to me and shit, be like, yeah, you know, I got your food and stuff, you know what I'm talking about? and make sure she was like, you want a bubble bath? I'm like, damn, you ain't never did no bubble bath type shit. This must be about this shit. My life must finna end or something. You know what I'm talking about? That's the way I'm thinking, like a mom, like this finna be a hit. Bitch talking about some, yeah, lay on the bed, let me put these handcuffs on you with some feathers on it. The bitch tried to trick me with some handcuffs with pink feathers on that mother. Let me cuff you up. I'm like, no, bitch. You better get away from me, you know what I'm talking about? So get what I did. I was like, yeah, let me go in the bathroom, bitch. You want to handcuff me? Let me go in that bathroom right quick, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be back when I'd be ready for your ass. I'm on the call with 911. Hey, can you send a SWAT team right now? You know what I'm talking about? Look. 911, what's your state of emergency? This me on the background, but like, yes, can you send a squad car to do a welfare check on me right now? I think I'm about to get murdered. You know what I'm saying? Then the bitch knocking on the door and shit. Then open the door and I got to play it out like I'm on a piece of liver. Yeah, I like 2 pepperoni large side pizza. Can you deliver that this address, please? Got the bitch thinking I'm ordering pizza, but I'm on the phone with the law the whole time, Jack. You ain't finna get me. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't finna get me, Jack. Fuck you, me. I'm on a phone call. Look, I'm whispering this shit. The bitch think I'm on the phone with a side piece. Yeah, then I'm finna stall time and shit. Look, then when I come out that bathroom, I'm like, you ready for this shit? She like, ooh, yeah, I'm ready. Let me put them handcuffs on. I'm like, hold on. You gotta work that wood up. You don't wanna jab that wood right quick. Then look, I'ma flam that wood. I'ma start doing jumping jacks. Make that motherfucker sling like a rope. And if I got them a jiggle to the side, that motherfucker say like a whip. You know what I'm talking about? Man, Trey got whipping that motherfucker like a whip. Cause I'm like, if I do this for the next 2-3 minutes, cause no time out of 10, the police gonna be there less than 5 minutes, bro. Less than 5 minutes. But the police failed me. Cause it took them bitches 20 minutes to get there. Now me and the bitch arguing. Now it's been really finna be the murder. Now I'm about to kill it, bitch. I'm like, bitch, I ain't putting these motherfucking cuffs on with feathers. And this bitch talking about some, yeah, she done greased all the doorknobs with baby oil. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. She done had it set up like, you know what I'm saying? Look, she had the whole hallway like a slipping slide. Like damn, I'm gonna oil his ass up. If in case he run, he gonna be falling and slipping everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? So I can't trust these females no more, cause I'm like, man, look, I'm a good man, you know what I'm saying? I go to work, I do my thing and shit, you know, I know you got caught up in your feelings and stuff. Cause I don't know why they be trying to blame me, cause I'm like, when I first met you, you told me, you know what I'm saying, you got a nigga and shit, and y'all in an open air relationship. And then I just come through, you know, smoke a little kush witch and let you talk your little feelings and shit. Cause you just want to air it out like, yeah, fuck him, you know. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that nigga. Why you fucking with a green ass nigga? No way. He done dumbed you down, boo. You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at a queen right here, you know. And that thing, you know, I done built her goddamn country up. But now, we ain't together now. Cause I know you still gonna run back to him. And then when shit don't go right with you and him, you wanna keep calling me, bitch, and get lifted? No, bitch. What you think this is? You know what I'm talking about? Man, I be so sick of that shit. Man, I even had a girl, goddamn it, you know what I'm saying, man, with like, yeah, you know, I'm single and ready to mingle and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you sound cool, boo. I come to the house and she cook her ass off, you know what I'm saying? So I'm over there, man, eating, grubbing, and, you know, we can have a good conversation. And she was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to ride with me right quick? You know, I'm like, yeah, I ride with you, boo. And that was a setup. Because when we rolled, we went straight to the family. It was a family reunion. And I'm like, damn, who did you know? She was like, yeah, I'm going to stop over my phone house right quick. I'm like, damn, it's 2 minute car. What, they barbecuing or something? Like, yeah, this is a family reunion. Now I found out that the last note, like, damn, it's a family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, she walking me through the crowd and everybody looking at this bitch, cause everybody knows she a crazy bitch. I don't know that yet, cause I ain't see no signs of. And they looking at me like, damn, you know how like when you walk in a racist town and everybody looking at you like they ain't from around here, you know what I'm saying? That what happened to me. And then she got me, she was like, yeah, this my man. I'm like, wait a minute, we ain't talked about that. We were just friends. And you got me in front of you. You got your, look, this lady, look, she telling everybody, yeah, this my man. You know, everybody look like, oh, girl, that's who you been talking about. I'm like, damn, this bitch been talking about me too. And then I'm looking. Then she was a, you know what I'm saying? She was a little BBL, you know what I'm saying? You know, a little BBL, nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But don't be out here representing me, and I don't know nothing about it. And you brought me to a family reunion, and you got thick ass cousins and aunties. I'm looking at your mammy bad. I'm like, shit, I want the mammy, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I'm about to fire you and go to over here where the fruit section is. Cause and you got me up here in front of everybody. Yeah, this my man and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I think I'm like, oh man, this is a setup. The reason why you did that, cause you like, yeah, I got some fine ass family members. I'm just gonna claim your ass off top. You know what I'm talking about? And then we make it so bad, some of them family members didn't give a fuck nowhere. Cause they were like, damn, bitch, you got you one. I'm finna get them now. You know what I'm talking about? The next thing you know, I'm playing that little role like I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Cause the swag so strong, you know what I'm talking about? I could just be standing bowling cause I'm at the family reunion. So, you know, I'm at the barbecue pit, bow-legged. You say, I can get me a couple of, yeah, give me some of that spaghetti. And motherfucker looking like, damn, who that nigga? That got some swag, you know what I'm talking about? If he fucking with her and treating her right, I can just imagine what he treat my big boot ass, big tit ass, and with this 32-inch long weave in my head, looking like Pocahontas, you know what I'm talking about? Cause the girl I showed up with she look like Precious. I ain't gonna lie, Big BL, she look like Precious. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Precious could get it too, you know what I'm talking about? Man, look, check this out. Every nigga got a side chick, Precious, look like Precious, goddamn it, you know what I'm talking about? That's why you don't see them big, you know what I'm saying? Them big girls ain't complaining about where the men's at, cause they over there at night, you know what I'm talking about? You think your nigga creeping out with a bad bitch, go in that photo and you see an image of Precious, be like, what? What the fuck? Your heart really gonna be broken. You be like, man, how many some of these females got cheated on with a big bitch? And lost to a big bitch, like, damn, I had a nigga, he done cheated me with a big bitch, cause that big bitch got that good pushing, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she know what to do. She know how to get that nigga over there. You know what I'm about? Man, she know how to cook something, bro. See, your ass talking about, yeah, take me to go get a steak or, you know what I'm saying? You don't do no cooking. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga spending money trying to feed your habit. Talking about, yeah, then you want to pick the expensive shit? Man, Big Baby know how to do all that. Shit, the goddamn plate so good, I done brought back home to baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where'd you get this plate from? Track ain't Rollo Chicken Shack. Lying like money, it come from Big Baby. And she gonna make enough to get the bitch full, cause she already know I'm finna share it with the bitch. You know what I'm talking about? When I come over there, you know, she was like, yeah, how y'all like it? I'm like, yeah, she like that John too, you know what I'm saying? I told her, you know what I'm saying, if you make a little more, I told her I was gonna give a little bit, you know what I'm talking about? And she cool with it, you know what I'm talking about? She ain't got no plane. That's why domestic violence is so low when it come to big girls, cause they know their position. They know what, like, yeah, I got that nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You would never know that, you know what I'm talking about? Just like some of them women be cheating with them ugly ass sugar daddies. Man, I had a bra one time and looked at her phone, cause you know what I'm saying, her phone kept ringing and shit, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm saying, man, what? I said, you ain't gonna answer that? She like, nope. So when you gonna answer that? I know it's a nigga. I ain't gonna be trippy. It better not be no ugly ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see how handsome and you know what I'm saying? I am, bitch. I really be mad if you fucking with a booger barrel. You know what I'm talking about? That means I wouldn't taught you nothing then. You know what I'm talking about? And next thing you know, she showed me a picture of a nigga look like Uncle Perm. If you know who Uncle Perm is on Facebook, that nigga look like him. Yeah, I said, oh yeah, your gang shot, boo. Yeah, you done scoop down real low. You can't get no more Snoops and Ray. You done scoop down to Uncle Perm. Yeah, it's time to meet the upgrades. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I treat her like a big body. Like, yep, the motor gone out. I'm ready to junk the bitch. Yeah, how much you want, Jay? Give me 250. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's not real. Next thing you know, they send a flatbed because you was a flatback all your life. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know who Uncle Perm? Go on Facebook and put Uncle Perm in that motherfucker. You know who Uncle Perm is. But yeah, gang, let me get on about this junk because I'm fat hot right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to make some shit try to go viral with the Kenneka Jenkins case. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I see y'all want me to hold down a little bit longer and crack a little couple of these jokes in her. I might want to crack a little jokes on, you know what I'm saying, Irene and Monifa and Azara, especially Zara. I might need to go and crack jokes on her. I know everybody grieving on her death and stuff, but it's a perfect time for me to crack jokes on the dead. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna make a motherfucker fat hot. Yeah, I just want to hear the splash how she hit the water, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's how serious this shit. I want to know how she hit the water and what the splash sound like. You know what I'm saying? Was it a kapoosh or a bloop? You know, that's a difference. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I don't even see how she would drown if she got plastic in the booty in the titties. That bitch supposed to float. So that means that bitch, look, somebody was holding that whole underwater, Jack. Give a fuck what nigga say. Ha, I said I'm cracking jokes on the bitch, you know what I'm talking about? Who mad? Who mad and who gonna send me some threat? Yeah. Calm as a bitch. Calm as a bitch, you know what I'm talking about? If you have a booty implant, don't you think, you know what I'm saying, that booty supposed to save your life? Because it float. That motherfucker supposed to float, Jack. It's impossible to drown if your body filled with all that shit, bruh. Jello and shit. That's why you got to open this shit as a homicide, because that's a homicide. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But yeah. I'll be back, gang. I'm gonna go live in the morning. I'm gonna go live. I don't know what time in the morning. It might be in the afternoon. It's gonna be round about in that time. Cause all I want to do is expose that threesome on Kenneka Watch. This is all I just want to expose. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I know I'm crazy, Lena Love. You know what I'm saying, man? I know I'm crazy. I'm crazy for Kenneka. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I do what I do on this Kenneka Jenkins case. I don't give a fuck anything else but Kenneka. If anybody got something to do with Kenneka death, I don't give a fuck about them folk, bro. I don't even give a fuck goddamn about the best friend right now. Fuck the bitch. I might have well clout chase on this bitch name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bitch, you done fell off the boat, bitch. Damn, like you bumping in the wall, you done fell off the boat, bitch. Shit, that's one murder I ain't gonna solve, goddammit. I don't give a fuck if it was a murder set up. Man, that bitch fell off the boat. Yep, clumsy bitch. I heard you got these clumsy bitches out here falling off boats and shit. I hope they hear me laughing at this shit. Yeah, you got these clumsy assholes on a boat. This bitch on a boat with a phone in her hand on Instagram, trying to be cute and shit. And this bitch done drowned. You dumb bitch, you a dummy. You know what I'm talking about? I hit the gas on you too. Boom, bitch, fall off this motherfucker. Fuck you talking about. Man. That's what happens when you invite a clumsy bitch on a vacation. Man.